There's no time to waste. I've got to save Miles from the final day of this trial, and I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna turn about as the goodbye is gonna turn about. It looks like I might have to say goodbye to Miles, but I'm gonna say goodbye to someone else. Okay? This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are gonna get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock still hasn't worn off of my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, tomorrow's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Ugh. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, pal. She killed someone. Oh, no, he's fine. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. 10 a.m. The final day of the DL6 incident. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution. The prosecution is ready. Whoa, he said it. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on. Don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Why did you run away yesterday? Objection. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday the way I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So, my testimony yesterday stands as is. Okay. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Yep, so Manfred's plan is for me to bring up the fact that he's Yanni Yogi. He's sorry, like he did. He wasn't running away or nothing. He went to buy some food for Polly. He got nothing to do with this incident. He needs one of those motive things. Manfred wants me to be like, Egyptian, you do have a motive, and that motive is the fact that Miles is the one who killed your dad, his dad, and then Manfred's like, oh, I guess he really is the murderer then. Oh mein God, he is the murderer. Oh mein God, okay. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against the Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be this same thing over and over until the trial ends. First things first, I have to prove this man is who he says he is. Do that, and the motive will prove itself. I'm really sorry about... Okay. I was running away and I just went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured it got nothing to do with this incident. Anyhow, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. Okay. Okay. So... Risky. First things first, I have to prove this man who he do that, and the motive will prove itself. I'm really sorry about leaving you today the way I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna press everything, and then see if anything else opens. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. No. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I said quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Food? Well... Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. I believe it. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Okay. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yeah, seems like it. And how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court some proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well. Please continue. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing over and over now. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, Mr. Wright. There is a serious problem with your claim, or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Gregory Edgeworth! Wait a minute. He didn't die. He faked his death. He killed Yanni Yogi. Oh my god. It's all coming into play now. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then, we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the subway. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're so winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to, Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Well, What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. Ugh. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. That's, quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello, Squawk. Certainly, the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? I have to say, hey, Polly. What's my name? Hello, Squawk. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? As I recall, 2 days ago... Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk, don't forget DL6, Squawk. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. Unfortunate. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Have we something we forgot? Hello. Squawk. Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. So like, do I... Well, no, In most cases, when I present something, I start off by saying, that contradicts this. Oh no. I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show her the... Yeah, maybe I'll try this again. Witness, I want you to testify. What do I say? No, I just did that. I misclick. Okay. So the other two options are, of course, hello, Squawk. The other two options are, what's your name, and what's the safe lock number. So maybe if I say the safe lock number, and then Oh, yep. Okay, hello. Hold it, you stupid bird. You're supposed to talk when I speak to you, okay? Maya, you handle this, okay? You be the good cop, okay? What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get us to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming this number has something to do with the caretaker? Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Oh, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Oh, 1228. Show us your proof. Look at the calendar today. Look at the calendar today. Right now. Look at the calendar. Look at the calendar. Look at the calendar. What day is it right now? What day is it right now? What day is it right now? Oh, let me pull up my cell phone so I can see what day it is right now. The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to the... Fuck! The case summary has the date, I presume? It's on the case summary page. The case summary, specifically the date on which DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for your safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number one. Self-report. Okay, give me... If once I get his card, it's over for him, okay? I'm clearing him out, okay? This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can get just one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Okay. Hello. Witness, you can't just say hello, okay? Testify, you stupid little bird. Maybe I should get her to say her name? Polly, what's your name? Polly, Squawk? Mr. Wright, I think we've established this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? It has to. It has to, okay? Yes, it does. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's side name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen. We're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that reveals... The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Okay. I don't know. The DO6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this pirate's name? Suspect data. Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. Huh? This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested. His fiancé. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay. You never told me that. I can't believe you expected me to know that. Okay. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. You're a liar. You're lying. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? Hey, maybe someday. Oh, no, I was mistaken. I forgot that part. I was thinking about the other Von Karma. Okay. She's only 7 years old. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Oh, that wasn't him. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. What? Order. Yanni Yogi. So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma. Where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. We did it. We did it. Okay, let's go home. Quick, quick, Miles, run. Get out of here. We gotta get out, right now. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, it is? We did it. Oh, no. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty. He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do?
Objection!
The judgment has already been patched. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Unfortunate. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take 5 minutes. That's crazy. On one of the days earlier, we got a 10-minute recess, so that's wild work. Okay. I'm sorry, right? I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your own dad. I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. Huh? What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. Oh yeah. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Trust me. Mr. Wright. Alright. Now here's a little sneak preview of what's gonna happen. That bullet we got is the exact same... Okay, yeah, anyways. Now I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the books. I see. Does the defense have any objections? Nope. Your Honor? Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Yeah, and I knew this was going to happen too. But I know what's going to happen next, okay? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? I got an ace up my sleeve. And Von Karma doesn't know I have it. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. How did he know it was a mistake, huh? Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. 2 gunshots. There were 2 gunshots. He threw it and it accidentally discharged once. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. A single gunshot, you say? And, until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. That day I'd gone to the courtroom. As we were to leave, an earthquake struck. My father and Marcia began to argue. Then something heavy fell at my sleeve. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. It came from above. The safety must have come off when it fell from its holster. I don't think they're supposed to do that. It came from above. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. The gun fired once. Yes, I think. After I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. The terrible scream. I remember it to this day. I have all I need. I have all I need. Okay.
Objection!
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. Nope. Your Honor, unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence. Unless you can tell us what page it's on. What page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? I think it's the summary. Looks like your luck has run out. Mr. Wright, this page has no contradiction. Wait, there is a contradiction in the file. Then show us the right page. Even my grandchild could do better than you, and she... Okay, which page contradicts? It's the victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says, quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Why does that say that in the victim data? I don't know. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first gunshot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Oh, he threw it and it made the gunshot in the wall, in the window, or whatever that was. And Manfred Von Karma comes crawling in from above, from whence he dropped the gun, and he says, "Hello there, I'm going to kill your father now in the heart." Was there perhaps another shooter that fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. Nope. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Yep. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. No, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to the incident? Oh, it does have windows. Interesting.
Take that!
Look at this graph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Take that!
As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the scene of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma states, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. No. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you going to do, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, Nick. No, you have the second bullet. But you'd said you'd do it, Nick. You'd said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person. Someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant. Right here, right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank and I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Oh, Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Gah! It must exist. The second bullet. Duh. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. Yeah, it's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer.
Objection!
The murderer. Then tell us just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene is that the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that's the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well, huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. No, it's proof right now that there was indeed a second bullet because he wanted to frame Miles. That's what I'm trying to say here, okay. Was there some pressing need for the... he was cautious? Really? No? Yes? I'm gonna try, okay. Of course there was a need, that's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason is because the murderer was cautious. I can afford this. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. If that was the case, yeah. Okay. Alright. I have thought this through. I've thought this through more than Phoenix has. Yes, there was, but I'm gonna say there wasn't. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for this stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. They had 5 hours. Bah. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Well, had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only 1 bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean... the murderer came from outside, yes. The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. How? Mr. Wright, you truly are the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a deep blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I feel like I should save it. Yeah, well, I should save it, but that's not how we do things as the Ace Attorney. Mia taught me well. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? He's smiling. He knows he's got. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one that's standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you object to everything, okay? Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Ugh, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce... I have the metal detector. Oh, I have the metal detector. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is the metal detector. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Oh, he's sweating. We got him. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we have to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh, we got him. He's sweating. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? No. I have no obligation to prove anything. Oh my god. Okay. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. Wait a minute. I have one. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. Mr. White. No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet to your shoulder in the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Bam. Bam. That's, a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. Are we doing a flashback to... Okay. We're doing a flashback to the term... Okay. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun, the very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet, and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my ear. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my ear. No! Get away! Don't get away from my father!
Bang. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! My voice. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. Must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then. It was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. We did it. We did it. Woohoo! And they got confetti for this too? Wow. That is all. This court is adjourned. Hold it! Get the guilty ruling in here, no? Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now, it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try, thank you. I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Oop. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I said you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah. My salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let's let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lada? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift for me in celebration. Celebration? That's, unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks, looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's, not that strange. Oh, it's $48. It's $38. Yeah, that's not that strange. People will give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No. Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right. You might not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events. Okay, I was thinking this in the back of my mind, but I didn't. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Death! The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I'd known, I'd become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Oh yeah, boom, photo right now. Okay, never mind. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What the hell? They declared him innocent. 5 a.m. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. This night. My head hurts, huh? Did I just wake up? Oh, I just woke up. I sleep in here, I sleep on the couch, that's crazy. It's only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? What's it say? Oh, good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So, I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. No! No! This was the turnabout goodbye! Oh! The turnabout goodbye was the friend we made along the way. What time is it? Gah! The first train for the mountains have already left. To the station. I gotta run to the station. Wait! Objection! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? No! Hold it! Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help, huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick, but you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Yeah. Oh yeah. The bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. It was the bullet that he put into Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet he shot is the one that killed him in the end. Oh, symmetry, my friend. And you were the one that gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm gonna complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. Duh, I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. That show was a turnabout goodbye. Well, I turned it about. Well, it was gonna be a sad goodbye, but now it's a happy goodbye. Thanks, Nick. Huzzah, do we have this cell phone? Do we have a way to get in touch with each other? And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Whoa! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Wow. That was only the beginning. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to oh fuck, talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gunshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? I have to walk in for this, too. That's crazy. I can't believe they would do this for me. Huh? Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date, huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. They're always in Hawaii. Did the first one go to France, too? To Paris? I don't remember. It was...
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Asking about... Miles? Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit before, yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Okay, so they're actually interviewing everyone, asking about Phoenix Wright. I see. So Phoenix Wright has been busy. I see. And Painted did teach me everything I know. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like a scent of fresh lemon, you see. Haha, good one, man. Classic. That's the classic Rossburg motto.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Don't you know? Fuck. On a TV. Not when I know what the TV is. So they use three-letter jumbles anyways. Blah, 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 blah.
You can't expect me to do that. You can't do that. You can't do that to me, okay? Oh, it's so messed up. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is ahead. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says you can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at, anyway? Asking about Maya Fey. And Phoenix Wright.
Cody Hackins next. Cody Hackins? Oh, yeah.
Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside of the Pink Princess suit. Oh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age.
Wow. I can't believe you would do that, Will Powers. Okay, next is... The nerd. No, okay.
Oh yeah, I remember Knight, that lawyer guy. Homie, I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now there's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
the director from episode 3 is in jail. He is in prison. That's why he's not. I think he's gotta be in jail. He helped. He was an accomplice. Yay! Where's the ghost? Oh! The ghost. Oh, all of my friends. Oh, they're all together. Mia was there. Hold it. Ha 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 ha. Oh, a new episode has been added. Yeah, whoa. This isn't the end. Whoa. The goodbye isn't the goodbye. There's another rise from the ashes, like a Phoenix Wright? Like a phoenix? Whoa, can that be right? Oh man, well, I guess this isn't the end. I guess I'll see you for another trial with Phoenix Wright. Wow, alright, next time. See you then.